That's the next one. Charcoal taken internally. This includes activated charcoal. Now, people think it's a great idea to take charcoal. It became a trend as if it's a good thing to detoxify something out of the body or out of the intestinal tract. Charcoal originally stemmed from conventional mindset of taking charcoal when someone swallows something highly poisonous to try to absorb it in some way. It's a theory, and maybe it does absorb something in some way. If someone was to swallow something poisonous, like paint thinner, they thought it was a drink, they were painting their room or painting their house, they grabbed it without looking and started chugging it down. Or if somebody grabbed bleach and started chugging that down, it has happened, it happens every day, and they go to the hospital because they're really ill. They're vomiting or they're unwell. They feel really sick, or they're just being rushed to the hospital because they called 911 and they told them to actually go to the emergency room. They get there. One of the things that they may offer, and it's just one, and they may not even do it, but in the past they have, they would give you a bunch of charcoal to swallow. It wouldn't be charcoal pills. It would be a charcoal liquid. And they would hope that that charcoal liquid would grab on or bind on or absorb some kind of poison or toxin. It's really a Hail Mary. Now remember, this is like a one-time thing, or they'll give charcoal 3 times or 4 times during a poisoning. But it's a one-time thing in somebody's life, unless they just go about drinking bleach or paint thinner or something else all the time. But people don't normally poison themselves, but it happens. It's an accident, and it does happen. And in that case, and you're in the hospital, that's when you do charcoal, activated charcoal. You do activated charcoal or whatever they decide to do for you to try to save you or save you from becoming really ill. Now, it is the Wild West out there, even in this situation, and activated charcoal may not absorb a poison, and maybe it will. They really don't know. Nobody really does. It's a guess, it's a theory, but they do it. And if I was poisoned, if I drank a whole bottle of paint thinner, which I don't recommend anybody to do, I would say, give me the activated charcoal in that moment too, if I was in the hospital. And I would also say, give me everything else or anything else you can do for that poisoning. Now, there's a difference between that Hail Mary in hopes that maybe there's a silver bullet for the moment, and maybe there's not, but you're trying your best. There's a difference between that and taking it as a supplement every single day like so many people have. So then alternative medicine adopted it. They took this conventional medicine trick and then they said, well, use it every day. And then it got popular and everybody was swallowing charcoal pills. But it was never supposed to be a daily thing or monthly thing or yearly thing. And so many people damaged their intestinal linings, stomach lining, duodenum lining, colon lining, doing so. In the world of health right now, people are out there worried about getting enough nutrients. They're worried about assimilating food, digesting their food, breaking down their food. They're going to all these different alternative doctors. They're being told about the microbiome and how they have all these deficiencies and problems. People are already obsessed about this kind of thing. But lo and behold, what they don't understand is the charcoal situation. Charcoal suffocates the intestinal linings, not allowing nutrients to absorb, assimilate, or easily pass through the intestinal linings to the hepatic portal vein. In a nutshell, charcoal stops nutrients from getting to the person's organs, bloodstream, and brain. There are gut health professionals out there giving people charcoal in supplemental form. It's now in a lot of different gut health supplements and microbiome supplements. Problem is that that charcoal right there is suffocating the intestinal tract walls, allowing bad bacteria to thrive. Microorganisms that are not good and bacteria that's not good, the stuff you don't want in there, the stuff that's living in people gets a bump up because of the charcoal. And the good bacteria gets a bump down. It suffers from the charcoal. And charcoal coats the intestinal tract walls. It coats the lining. It not only suffocates, but it coats it so much so that it creates a layer over it. That layer keeps toxins and poisons behind the layer inside the intestinal tract lining. Doesn't even allow it to exit if it wanted to. So when poisons and toxins need to leave the body via the intestinal tract, the charcoal blocks it, gets in the way. And if someone's taking it every single day, it is like a powerful layer that's hard to break through. It becomes this absorbent powder that sticks and clings. It's not helping the person. It's not an emergency situation to use the charcoal in that moment. It gets built up. You get a buildup. It's a powerful buildup that's not working for you. It's working against you. It's not just an easy, no big deal buildup that just eliminates and you just go to bathroom and it all goes away. It stays there and can take months to get rid of. It can sit there on the lining for months and months, especially if someone took it every day for a while. Activated charcoal is just a bad idea taken internally.